Glad to have you with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. Fittingly, we have something that should be a most delectable matchup for anyone who loves a little flavor in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. It's the BYU Cougars and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoffs next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Running inside, it's Martin. Runs through the tackle. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Right side, it's Phillips. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. BYU right back to the line. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense. Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, he can catch you, he can make you miss, he can run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes. Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Nakua. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. The give on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, and get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Williams, right down the middle, makes the grab. And the Huskies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. On the option. Now the toss. There he goes. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. They want to run this quarterback. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Washington. There's some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Man, this is the opposite of what this defense wanted. They told us in meetings, like, they were focused on this running back, can't give up the big plays. He's touched it twice, and he's made 2 big plays. They've got to wrap him up. Sometimes you don't realize how good somebody is until you get into a football game.
The Huskies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with Washington. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 93, set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quick give. It's Martin. Can't get him to the ground. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. A fun postseason battle here, deadlocked at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. Fires quickly. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Wants to throw on 3rd. Turns it upfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
From the gun, it's Martin. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Some misdirection with the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Plows his way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, This is still a tie football game, so if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position, almost in field goal position right off the jump. This is a big 4th down play.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, boys.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, but get to him before he can even get started. Husky's offense out there and ready to go. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here's Williams to throw. Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Washington sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Martin. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They booted away. Making his first move. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Williams. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Across the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Pulls it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing, Williams. Right side, it's Miller. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for the edge.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're all over it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. Got out of trouble and throws. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Straight ahead, it's Martin. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He unleashes a long one. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Sees a crease. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of play.
Intercepted, number 19.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs, it's Martin. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Drives inside. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. BYU lines up quickly.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Keeps it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Caught. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. There he goes to the right. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh my, he just shanked that one. That'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll have it in plus territory at the 45. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Washington. Driven back.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Williams on the play fake. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment. Here's Williams to throw. Looking left. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Trying to get the corner. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Gets the back moving. Keeps it himself. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Run ends there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Moves the pocket. It's Buckmeyer. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Trying to get started. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. One final play before the end of the quarter. Play action with Williams. Under pressure. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams. Back's got it on the screen. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Washington. Swamped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. On the option. Pass to Sticks. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Colson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Throwing, Williams makes a catch, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
BYU, number 93, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Phillips. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another stop.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Stepping to the right. Unleashes one. Hauls it in. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Cougars have their offense in high gear.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Lyons. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Buckmeyer. Unloads to the wideout. Got it outside. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! Attempt to try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline. Sends it back in motion. Here's a give to Washington. Stopped right there.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Throws to the back. Got his man on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Now on the move. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.